Hi everyone, it's Amber from The Sensible Mama, and welcome to this week's Pack with me. If you are new here, thank you so much for joining my channel. I hope you'll stick around. And if you're an old friend, thanks for coming back. I'm glad that you're here. Today I'm going to be moving out of my beautiful Be Classy and into my super fun Be Right Back in the Hello Sanrio print. I have a lot of stuff to pack this week, so let's just go ahead and get started. My husband and I have finally outgrown this apartment that we're living in, and we've decided that our lease is running up this summer. We've decided it's time to start looking for a house, and that is anxiety-provoking and nerve-wracking and all those other words, just thinking about trying to come up with the money for that and trying to get moved and all those different things. But we've decided it's time to invest in our future and start looking for a home instead of paying rent. So this week I think I'm going to be giving myself a little bit of a break from some of my other weekly activities, and I think that when my husband is at work this week, I'm going to drive out to the part of town that we want to move into, and I'm just going to drive around with my son and look at houses. So I think the Be Right Back is going to be a great bag for that. I'm going to want to leave my car somewhere and just kind of walk around, and I'm going to be able to have everything in here that I need. So let's go ahead and get this mommy pocket packed up. I love this pocket so much, and it is just perfect for putting my pill case. Ooh, that kind of looks really pretty with this print. That's awesome. So yeah, I'm just gonna stick that right there. You guys know I always have my power bank, but it's gonna be especially important this week because, like I said, I do plan on being kind of far away from my car at times, and with a baby, you don't ever wanna get stuck with a dead phone. So I'm just going to leave the charger sticking up like that, and that way I can charge my phone when I need to. I think I'm gonna be using a small set piece again this week as my wallet. I do have a lot of the different JuJube wallets, but I've just really been liking the small set piece with the Be Charged lately. It's got everything I need. So I'm just putting a Be Charged in there, as well as my little mirror. And this is also where I'll be putting whatever lipstick I'm carrying this week. And I believe I'm just going to attach this to the fob. I do like attaching my wallet to the fob in the mommy pocket because sometimes I won't pay attention and I won't zip this up all the way and the bag will tip over, and I'm always afraid that cards are going to spill out. So always best to have that on the fob. And then I'm just tucking that small set piece down into the mesh so that it's kind of extra safe. Next, I'm going to toss my snack bag in there. This thing has been so useful to me in terms of just preventing the impromptu stops. This week I did stop at Zaxby's, and the universe got me because I paid for a 6-piece chicken basket thing and I only got 4, and I was like, you know what? That's what I get for stopping at Zaxby's. So somehow I'm not tired of the almonds and pretzels yet, so I'm gonna just keep packing that because it is working. And I'm just gonna tuck that down in the front. It kind of lays nicely against the front of that mommy pocket there. In the front flap pocket, I'm going to put my son's boogie wipes in there. We've been grabbing for those a lot lately, and this front pocket just makes a perfect place for that to grab it really fast when you need it. I have quite a few coupons and gift cards that I really need to spend, and since I'm going to be out and about this week, it might be a really great time to go use those. You know, it was my son's birthday last week and we did get some gift cards, and to use gift cards with a coupon is like awesome. So I'm putting those in this little Hello Sanrio coin purse, and I think I'm just going to tuck it in the tech pocket right here for easy access. That's also where I'll be putting receipts and things after I check out, so it's good to have the coupons and the receipts all in one place. All right, in the back pocket up here, I think what I'm gonna try this week is packing my son's new little soft-soled shoes. These are from Soul Slings, and I wasn't really sure what I was gonna think of them when I got them, but I have grown to really, really love these. I like these because they're kind of like socks in that they're soft on the bottom and they're nice and warm. But for some reason, he is not bothered by these the way he's bothered by socks, and he can't get these off. They have this like elasticy band here, so it makes it kind of hard for him to yank those off, and then we lose them. So I'm just gonna stick these in the back pocket back here. That way, if we are in the grocery store or anywhere for that matter, and it's cold, I can just whip those out super fast and put some little shoes on him, keep those feet warm. Okay, I'm gonna hold off on putting stuff in the bottle pockets until I'm done. So why don't I go ahead and move into the interior part of the bag. So the first thing that I'm going to put in there is my son's new blanket. I'm loving this thing because it's nice and thick and warm, and it's big enough that it works for me. If I'm cold, I can actually wrap it around my shoulders like a shawl or something. It's big enough that I can lay it down on the ground and create like a little pallet for us to sit on and have a snack if I want to. So, you know, even though it's summer and I don't have a whole lot of uses for a blanket, like in terms of the temperature, I know that I'm going to find lots and lots of reasons for it while we're out this week. Now, I do intend to be doing quite a bit of baby wearing this week. Like I said, I'm gonna be walking a lot. I don't really wanna have the stroller with me because I'd like to be nimble. You know, like if I see a house that I can get into, like if it's one of those sample homes or whatever, I wanna be able to walk right in and not worry about a stroller. So I do wanna make sure that I have a baby carrier that is not hard to put on and take off and that I can carry very compactly. So, if you follow my Instagram, you might have seen this already. I have my Soul Slings Ambuhimo in here. This is the baby carrier that I told you about that is just like the soft structured carrier, like the full buckle carriers that you might be used to seeing, except it doesn't go around your waist. So it is the anti-muffin top carrier and I am in love with it. And it fits perfectly inside of a Be Quick. Now, next week I'm going to be creating some content about baby wearing, and I'll show you all about the Ambuhimo, how you use it, how you get it on and off, so be looking for that. Okay, so now moving on to the main compartment of the bag. So I do plan on having some conversations with some realtors while I'm out this week, and I am gonna need my son to be entertained, so I do wanna pack a little medium set piece with a couple of toys for him that I can give just to keep him entertained while I chat. So I'm just gonna throw some of his cars in here. These have really been enough to keep him busy lately, so don't overthink it, you know, just grab the toys that your kid loves and bring those along. So I'm going to, okay, what else do I have to pack? Diapers, eating stuff. I'm gonna hold off on putting this in there yet because I don't know where I wanna put it. One thing that I know I do wanna pack up and that I think I want to put in the straps up here is another medium set piece, but this time packed with outdoorsy stuff for my son. I do plan on walking around quite a bit. It's hot here in the south and the sun is out in full force. So I'm going to pack his Baby Ganix sunscreen so I can always apply that for safety. And then I have this cool little fan. I think I told you guys about this in another video. I used this back when I was breastfeeding. I would stick it underneath my nursing cover and it would blow on him and keep him cool because some of those nursing covers, it's just hard for them to get a breeze. But I like to carry this now because my son can actually hold on to it. The blade doesn't come out at all, so it's totally safe for little fingers. And that way I can hand that to him and help him stay cool while we're out walking around. So I'm gonna put this right up here. Next, I know that I need to pack up his eating stuff, so I think I'm going to use a large set piece for that in the Black Magic print. Where my husband and I are planning on moving is actually right nearby my parents. So right now they live maybe about 45 minutes away from us, and it's been nice having them that close, but it's really not close enough. It takes a village to raise a child, and I know there are lots of people who do it without the grandparents nearby. You guys are saints. I don't know how you do it. But, you know, Charlie and I do plan on having another baby eventually, so it'll be nice to be nearby for sure. For diapering needs this week, I'm going to use a Quick in the Black Widow print because I think it's just going to look so pretty with the Hello Sanrio print and all of the kind of monochrome pieces that I'm using. So nothing unusual here. I'm gonna put my wipes down in the bottom. Who is getting anxious about wipe pouch? Oh my gosh, me. Next, I'm going to pack his Best Bottom diaper. I've been loving this diaper lately, even though I usually use Rumparoos, just because I can pack one diaper cover and 3 inserts, and I get 3 diaper changes out of it, which is awesome. Next, I'm going to toss my Planet Wise wet bag in there. Then lastly, I'll toss in some baby powder, and this will be good to go. Okay, so what do I have left? Aha. I packed this up earlier. This is my son's little entertainment packet with his 2 cars in it, and I think I'm just gonna set this right here. Now I think the last thing I want to put in the main compartment is a small set piece packed as a little medical kit. My son had some vaccines this week, and so we're worried about, you know, like a fever spiking or something like that. So I am going to put a fever reducer in here as well as the little syringe. Gonna put his teething gel in there. He had stopped teething for a while, but dun dun dun, it's back. I'm also going to throw his toothbrush and toothpaste in here. This is a coin purse in the Kaiju City print, and it fits a little tube of toothpaste for babies and a little finger toothbrush. But I'm gonna have to be getting another toothbrush pretty soon because our pediatrician at the 1 year appointment said, listen, you don't want to be sticking your finger in your son's mouth like that anymore. I have had moms who have had broken fingers doing that. So time for a new toothbrush for sure. And then I'm just gonna put some band-aids in there as well. And I just like to tuck that right there. And I think that's just about it for the inside of the bag. Here's that bag zipped back up. But I wanted to show you something. I'm thinking of putting gussets on this Be Right Back. The gussets hold the bag and prevent it from opening out flat the way that the BRB does. So what print should I get if I do that, you guys? Do you think I should do more of the Hello Sanrio print right here? Or should I do Duchess or Black Widow? Like, tell me in the comments because it's gonna cost a little bit of money to have that done. And I wanna make sure I'm gonna love whatever print I choose. So I think I'm going to carry my 17-ounce Swell bottle this week. Gonna put my son's water bottle on the other side. Gonna use a Hello Sanrio Passy Pod. Gonna toss my Clippa clip on here. This is the clip I showed you in my last video. This is a clip that can hold up to 33 pounds, okay? So I can actually hang this Be Right Back from a ledge, even as heavily packed up as it is. And I'm telling you right now, it's pretty heavily packed. So it'll be good to have this with me this week since the bag is packed up so heavy. Next, I'm going to put my pink star on there along with some hand sanitizer. And you know what, guys? I think that is about it. Here's the bag all packed. I think it turned out really pretty. I love this print. I'm so glad I finally hunted it down and worked out a really cool trade in order to get it. If you're looking for other JuJube bags or accessories, I would love for you to shop with me at thesensiblemama.com. We are growing our print collection every single day. We will be participating in the next print, whether that's Hello Kitty or Tokidoki. We don't know yet, but we will be participating in it, so look out for that. I hope you enjoyed this video and that it gave you some good tips to use for packing your own Be Right Back. If you haven't already, I would love for you to subscribe to this channel by clicking this button right here. And of course, you can always check out some of my other content by watching the videos that pop up in the end screen. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.